Tales Point High Book Club for October, where we're chatting about Halloween Night 2, the sequel to Halloween Night by R.L. Stine. So we're going to be having a little chat about this crazy one. I've clearly had an accident, just the usual. The usual accident has occurred. Hi everyone, hello. Right, I've just add in a special guest. Obviously, we're a little bit earlier in the UK because I forgot that the clocks went back. And yes. Shelley, are you okay? I don't know, might need to go to the hospital. Right, I've just added someone in, hopefully. Hiya! Hello! You okay? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, spooky! I like
I mean, as spooky as
it.
Mothman can be.
Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. Right, let me add Lindy in. I tend to do it one at a time now because we had like a weird glitch happen once and there was two of me on the screen and no one wants to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's it. It was like The Shining, it was. Right, Lindy should be here, hopefully. Hi, Lindy. Hello, you okay?
Hello, good morning. Afternoon?
Hello.
I don't know what time it is.
It's evening time over here.
Good
Just,
evening.
yeah. Right, I'm just missing Brian. I'll just add Brian in. Brian! Right, hopefully Brian should be here. Yeah, Sharon said a cryptic has entered the chat. I love it. Right,
I'm
here's
pretty sure that's
Brian.
just Delilah's everyday wear, right? That's just...
Cool. Brian! Oh,
Hey
la
everybody.
la! Look at you! Oh, I
Well,
love it. That's
how's everybody
brilliant.
doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Are you? Are you all right?
Wonderful. Still
Yeah.
having morning coffee on my end.
I was just saying it's like evening
Cheers.
time here. So, yeah, I'm still on the water, sadly, but maybe a bit of wine
I
later.
have my under kombucha, but I'm using it to hold up my phone. So
I love that. Oh, well, thanks for joining us. I can't wait to chat about this unwarranted sequel, shall we say, to, to Halloween Night. But it was fun. So obviously joining us is the brilliant Brian McAuley. Brian's debut novel, Curse of the Reaper, was named one of the best horror books in 2022, and it's coming out in paperback soon. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yay.
Cannot wait. And
Thank you.
obviously his new novel, and I always get this wrong, so I want to say the Bush song, as we've discussed before, Brian. We're not going to go there again. But Breathe In, Bleed Out. I made a bit of a bad slip up on a live chat once. Brian is scarred for life.
It's amazing.
But yeah, this one came out a few months ago and it's a brilliant slasher. So do check Brian's book out. And obviously
Thank
Candy
you.
Cane Kills books as well, which are perfect for Christmas coming up. So yeah,
Sure are.
brilliant. We've
Thank
all,
you. So psyched to be here.
yeah, we've also got Lindy Ryan joining us. Lindy Ryan is an award-winning author, anthologist, short film director. The list is endless, Lindy. Honestly, I could go on forever.
Oh.
But you had Bless Your Heart Out, which I've got here, and then the sequel, Another Fine Mess, and you've got Dollface coming out next year, which is penned as Barbie meets Scream with 90s nostalgia. Sold. I
Oh,
cannot
wait,
wait.
wait, 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 wait. Oh, I think she's here.
Whoa!
That's a scary
Scary.
suggestion.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm there for all the 90s nostalgia, obviously. And last but by no means least, we have the wonderful New York Times best-selling author Delia Dawson, or Delia S. Dawson, I should say.
yeah,
Isn't
there
it?
is a different. There's a Delilah Dawson who was
Oh, it's
writing.
Delilah. Sorry, it's
Uh,
my Englishisms. Yeah, so obviously, and this one's just come out, House of Idol, which is super cool, and I love this book. This book, Guillotine, I adore so much. Like I've read it at least 3 or 4 times. I love it so much. So yeah, do check out these. They're just so brilliant. And I'm so honestly so stoked to have you all here. Like it's like a little dream come true. So have you read Point Horror before, or is this your first time reading Point Horror, Lindy?
No, I remember the books from the 90s. I just haven't read them since the 90s, but they, they're just as much fun now as they were back then.
Oh yeah. And obviously Brian, you did the first one with us last year.
Yeah, and that was my first exposure to it. So
Yeah.
even though I grew up on Goosebumps, I didn't graduate to either Fear Street or Point Horror. And now, yeah, these two books are forever in my heart now, whether I want them to be or not.
Oh yes. I mean, what more could you ask for, Brian, honestly?
Yeah.
And how about you, Delilah? Have you read Point Horror before or heard of Point Horror?
Nope, I was like just a little too like I was like 3 or 4 years old ahead of everything that Bob Stein wrote, to the point where it's like I didn't read them when I was younger. But I did, because I was sick last week. I was traveling, and I also have ADHD, so I listened to the audiobook of the first one. Was like, well, that was done, and then I was like double checking the time, and I was like, oh God, I have to read a whole other book.
Oh, I
was
know.
like,
Oh, bless you guys.
I listened to the first book on the YouTube audio thing, and it was delightful. The sound effects are perfect, and
Yeah.
it's so much fun.
Yeah, because I sent you the link, didn't I, to the original authentic 90s cassette tape that someone's kindly put on YouTube.
It
And
is wonderful.
yeah.
There's one scene where they're, marking up a pumpkin to make a jack-o'-lantern face, and the sound effect has that squeak, 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 like marker sound. It is choice. It's so wonderful. And as a Goosebumps girl from the beginning, like it was just delightful to go back to the audio, 90s audio.
I
It was
love that.
Randy's voice that got me, because you could tell it's an adult man going like, "Oh, Brenda, I don't want to do that."
No, one of those, who wants
1953.
a Coke? Like the product placement of the Goosebumps 90s era. Was just, anybody want a Coke? It's so wonderful.
Well, to be fair, I'm from the South, and we don't say soda or pop. We say Coke. So if you come to someone's house and they say, "Do you want a Coke?" You'll say yes. They'll say, "What?"
Oh.
What kind of Coke? Dr. Pepper?
Oh dear. It was like, I mean, even in the sequel, it was like it was sponsored by Coke, because they just drank
Yeah.
Coke like tons. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I never got away with that in the 90s. It was like, it'll make you too hyper. Oh dear. Yeah, Autumn said a full production on those old cassette tapes. They're so good. They really are. And Bill said the accident is hilarious on the cassette as well, because you get all like the sound effects for when the mirror stuff happens. If you know that book, you'll know what I mean. But no, I really do appreciate that. You both had to read the first one, because I was like, oh, you probably do need to read the first one before the second, just to get an idea of the characters and how crazy they are.
That's stupid Brenda is.
Yes, that's it. To get that authenticity.
The character arc from book 1 to 2, and Brenda just being Brenda. It's
Character arc
wild.
is a flat line. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Doesn't learn anything.
Oh, so we'll get into the book then, so we can chat more about Brenda, because I'm sure we've got plenty to say. So the tagline on my copy of this one is "Trick, Treats and Death," which I think it's a bit different on your one.
That's it's not even a tagline. Those are just
No.
words.
Trick,
It's a
treats,
list.
and
Yeah.
ellipses, death.
Mine is never take candy from a stranger, which has nothing to do with the story, but these skeleton costumes are actually in the book, so that's
Yeah.
relevant, right?
Well, I did a post the other day, and I was like, about the American cover, and I was like, oh, it's so funny, because the cover doesn't match anything that happens in the book, because I totally disassociated that they went trick-or-treating in skeleton costumes. And yeah, I obviously didn't picture them like that in the book.
Yeah, they did another repeat of the like everybody's wearing the same costume kind of
Yeah,
bit. Who is it? Yeah.
Well, also,
obviously.
it's clear they were all like wearing store-bought skeleton costumes over like 2 t-shirts, a sweater, like where you're like you just look like you got to be very plush. Like you can't wear a Spirit Halloween costume over like an old Gap sweater from 1990.
Oh dear. So basically, Halloween Night 2 is based 1 year after Halloween Night, as we mentioned, where we return to the old gang of Fairview on Halloween. No shocker there. So we all remember how much Brenda loves Halloween, especially since her best friend and cousin plotted and tried to kill her previously on Halloween. I'll stop saying Halloween now. You'd think that, oh no, one more. You'd think that she'd be over hating Halloween by now, but no, she's making like scary films. Well, not those like, not those dodgy kind of films. I think it's called Night at the Jack-o'-Lantern. Sounds like proper good. Because Brenda has no reason to ever fear pumpkins ever again. And she also has a new boyfriend, Jake, who she loves with all her heart at the start of the book. And once Brenda gets cheated on and dumped, that's when the creepy cards start, the rotten pumpkins, the worms coming out of the pillow. I mean, who could be responsible for ruining another Halloween for Brenda? Who knows? And yeah, with that, we will chat about Brenda because I've got so much to say. And we can spoil the book because hopefully people in the chat have read it. So just saw Sharon said, Brenda is so annoying. Kind of sad she survived. So, Brenda then, Brian, what do you think compared to the first book?
I mean, look, in this book, she's still recovering from being stabbed, right? Isn't that? I feel
Yeah.
like they downplay that a little bit. I'm like, so I have more sympathy for Brenda here, especially when we find out that Hallie is up to Hallie's tricks again and
Uh,
stealing her boyfriend, and was stole Ted flat out this time. I'm trying
yeah.
to remember from the first book. That's who she caught. Brenda caught Hallie smooching
Ted, I
Ted in
think
the
it
car,
was.
and now it
Yeah.
turns out they're an item. And I'm like, oh man, like at the end of the first book, I think Brenda and Hallie like were bonded,
Yeah.
and now we're back to square one again, right?
Yeah. Just Hallie up to her usual old tricks there. Oh, bless her. What did you think, Lindy? Did you like Brenda or did she get on your nerves?
I think we can agree that Brenda has the worst taste in boyfriends, for sure. And because first it was Ted, and then it was Noah, who was not Brenda's boyfriend. It was the other girl's
Yeah.
boyfriend, and now it's Jake. And it's like, Brenda, I think we should give up on boyfriends for a hot minute. Like he just makes some
Yeah.
poor choices. Um, yeah, I don't know. Brenda feels a little close. I remember dating Brenda's age. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brenda's just awful. But yeah, I mean, they're all pretty terrible, aren't they? I think, really. And I
No.
think I love Randy. I'm living for Randy, the little brother. Like,
Oh, we said that in the last
I
chat.
loved
We loved Randy.
I
love
totally,
Randy.
in the last chat, in the last book, I thought Randy was going to turn out to be like the villain. And then he didn't. And I was
Mm.
like, maybe this time, but he
Don't worry,
reminds me of
Randy,
the,
you'll get your turn.
yeah, I'm
No,
kind of, I'm,
we don't want a third one.
I like to picture the little brother in Teen Witch, if anybody remembers that movie, and the weirdo little brother, he's perfect. Yeah,
Oh
it's always a good,
yeah, I remember that. Oh,
Have we
yeah.
considered a headcanon where this Randy grows up to be Randy from Scream?
yes,
Oh
100%.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be
These
so
are the constant
cool.
traumas that made
Yeah.
him a horror fan.
Yeah.
I just saw
Oh.
someone in the chat say Randy's Revenge or whatever. Halloween Night 3, Randy's Revenge. Like, that's Brian's next book.
Yeah, that would be so
Yes.
cool. Oh, how about you, Delilah? Did you like Brenda, or were you a bit meh?
Well, okay, so when we write YA, we have to remind ourselves and the readers that the teenage brain is not fully formed. Like the frontal lobe, not formed until you're 25. So there's going to be some too stupid to live moments.
Mm.
But I feel like I could tell Brenda was written by a man.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
there were a lot of things that were like, I don't know. There were points at which you would want to sit down and like you start dating someone and be like, hey, my cousin Hallie is a real B word and she's going to try to steal you. And fidelity is really important to me because I've gotten cheated on. So like, I need you to not
yeah.
be around Hallie. That's going to be a real boundary for me. Don't talk to Hallie. But apparently she just walks into every relationship like the fool walking off a cliff. It's like, how could this be?
Hallie, meet my new boyfriend. Don't steal him, Kay.
Yeah.
Would you like a Coke?
Or, like make a list of everything that's happened and take it to her parents and be like, here is the list of things that have occurred. What do you think? But instead, she just like freaks out every time, 10 times more. I don't know. If
Yeah.
she's a friend, I want to grab her by the shoulders and be like, look.
Wake up!
Yeah.
Especially because
Yeah.
this book repeats the same, like Hallie gives the
Mm,
same sob story of, you have everything, I don't even have a family. And then Brenda's
yeah.
parents do the same thing of like, you need to be nicer to your cousin. She has nothing.
Mm,
It's like, we've been through this.
yeah. And I mean, we thought Brenda's parents were bad in the first one, but in this one, they were even worse, in my opinion. They're just like,
Yeah.
pfft, worms in your bed. Oh, I just have to
Yeah.
change the
Right.
bed sheets.
There's blood on your wall. Don't worry. The painter will be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dramatic.
That was...
Like, it's
Now,
fine.
Angela's
Oh.
parents, I'm obsessed with Angela's parents. Before we
Oh.
even get to the twist, I was like,
They
Angela's
were
got some badass parents.
It's
they
that bullwhip.
were
Exactly.
love. They were fun.
That
Yeah,
they
that's
have, yeah,
it.
clearly they're a little kinky. That bullwhip in the closet was such a
Yeah.
great
There was
touch. I was here
references
for
to
it.
like they love hanging nooses everywhere, and it's like I'd like to meet them. Oh, they were great. I'm so sad we didn't like properly get to meet them. Kind of. Oh dear. Laura said Brenda is the worst with a laughy face. Southern Steph Reed says, to be honest, none of the teens have many redeeming qualities. That is true. Although I do have a little soft spot for Angela, but we will get into
Yeah.
that. Matthew said, every time somebody called her Bren, I heard the voice of Luke Perry on 90210 back in 1991. Yeah.
There were two chapters that ended with Brenda saying, "Dina, what are you doing here?" And I just heard the Californians sketch in my head.
Oh dear. I think it felt like every chapter there was like some weird cliffhanger, which obviously Stein is like quite well known for, but I just really felt it more in this book, like every single chapter. But you gotta love him for it, really. Um, Autumn said Hallie is terrible. Oh, so was there any part of us that felt a little bit sorry for Hallie at all, Lindy? Did
Oh,
you feel
why do
sorry?
I? No,
No.
no. But then I have a pretty low empathy barometer. I think I just I was so off put by I forget these books were written a long time ago and how Brenda's like my sexy cousin Hallie, like I'm like, who is going around talking about their sexy cousin? It was so weird, but I don't know, it feels very much like high school. Like I
Mm,
remember those
Yeah.
girls. I had those friends, and
yeah.
now as a mom, like I'm reading it, I'm like I have
Yeah.
a very different perspective on all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I agree with that.
you see them differently as an adult versus you do when you're a teenager and you're watching your cousin steal yet
Yeah.
another boyfriend,
Yeah,
and
so
wine.
true.
But how did Brenda's parents get custody? There's so many missing elements to the story. I
Yeah.
want
We need to
questions.
know these things. Yeah, it's
We need to
important.
know.
We need to know.
And why did Brenda take Hallie's room? None of this makes sense. But I
No.
Oh, maybe like Brenda just couldn't be in that room anymore because of the blood thing in the first book, maybe, and she just switched rooms. I don't know. Making excuses up for Brenda here.
Yeah.
How about you, Brian? Did you feel at all sorry for Hallie at all, or
For Hallie,
yeah?
I didn't I was kind of baffled how Hallie was handled in this book because I was like, I feel like there's
Mm.
it again, it's like it resets her character and she has the same kind of arc, but it's not actually resolved at the end of this book the
Yeah.
way it was in the last one because it was like, yeah, I was like, wait,
Mm.
she's still, yeah. But I do like all the like dialogue around on page 11. Angela is talking about Hallie and says she's so sexy looking. And I was like, is that even a term that sexy hyphen looking?
Sexy
Well, sometimes
looking.
they describe it with where they would be like, Brenda felt so dull in her Gap sweater and jeans, but Hallie looked so sexy in her Gap sweater and jeans. Like, is that all y'all wear?
Yeah.
So,
A lot of Gap, a lot of Gap, and a lot of
Sweater
Coke.
Sponsored.
like,
Sponsored by Gap.
90s, y'all were all wearing baggy jeans that were cuffed at the ankle. Like, it wasn't a sexy time.
yeah. I'm
And
sure
just,
Jake was wearing Jenko jeans. They mentioned that he had like the knee was torn. I was like, I can
oh,
picture this kid.
His
yeah.
jeans
I want to
so
see the wallet chain.
where his
Yeah.
skeleton pants from.
So cool. And poor Brenda didn't even get to get her new sweater in the end because she goes and like loses her wallet or purse or whatnot. So she didn't even
Oh my
get that
God.
new
It's in
sweater.
the CD
Should have had a
store.
CDs are indestructible,
The
you know.
indestructible CD store.
Sam Goody. Oh
Oh
God.
dear. Oh, so how about you, Delilah? Did you feel sorry for Hallie in any way, or was she just like,
No, every
why
time
was
they
she
said, let's
needed?
kill Hallie, I was like, good, do it. Like, she's
Kill that sexy cousin of yours.
like, your parents were like, you were raised so badly that your parents lost custody, but like, you have to have a point at which you're like, this family is taking me in and paying for everything of my entire life. Maybe I shouldn't ruin their lives. Maybe
Yeah.
I should not be horrible. There's so many ways to do that.
Steal their boyfriends, wreck the car, ruin
Not
everything.
the Geo.
Not the
The
Geo.
Geo, the
Not the G.
blue
It's a
Geo.
pretty cool looking car.
So
Like the
Oh
thought
dear.
that I just the parents I think are who make me the maddest out of the whole thing. Not
Mm.
only because they every time they're like, Brenda, your bed's full of maggots. Don't be
Yeah.
dramatic.
yeah.
Get your Coke.
Your cousin just taken over your room and stole all your clothes and turned your car to stole all your boyfriends. Don't be so dramatic.
Your cousin.
But then I think back to my parents in the 90s and I'm like, yeah, they were pretty bad. So yeah, 90s parents were bad.
Oh, that's so true. I'm sure we said that about them in the
We all
first book.
turned
They were
out
just
fine,
awful.
Delilah. Look at us.
Clearly.
All
We're
that
all fine.
was just
Oh dear. I did note down, we was just talking about the cliffhangers on the end of the pages. I realised I wrote one down and it made me laugh. So I think one of the characters says, tomorrow you'll be better, Bren. You'll see. And then Bren goes, yeah, better. Brenda echoed, much better. But it wasn't. The next morning, the vest she wanted to wear over her white t-shirt had a stain on the front. She had to change her whole outfit.
I bet
Then
Hallie
she couldn't find a hairbrush.
was
I
Hallie.
remember those Gap vests.
The horror.
Uh,
Milena said, I think Hallie does Brenda a favour by showing her how vile these boyfriends are. So Jake then. So
oh,
obviously
Jake.
Jake is Jackass Jake. He made my blood boil so much. He was just a jerk from start to finish. He loved his own reflection. He was constantly late, chatting up girls all the time. So what are your thoughts, Brian, on Jake? Fan? Not a fan?
I was shocked and delighted that he actually dies in the end, right? Did I
Yes,
read this correctly? Because I
he
mean, the first book were
does.
so many like fake outs, and this one was like, nope,
Yeah,
he straight up just gets stabbed and left in the coffin. And
so
I was like,
cool.
hell yeah.
We
So
didn't.
I
We
was
need
happy
that
about that.
video footage. That's what we needed. Oh no, it was a fake out, wasn't it? About the video.
Oh, right.
Mm.
But yeah, he was definitely he was worse than Ted, and
Yeah.
I was happy that we got to see him meet his demise.
Oh, me too. I mean, the logistics. So he obviously. I know I'm jumping to the end a little bit. He wanted to try out the coffins. He says to Brenda, let's
I,
test out the coffins. Like, I mean,
Bro, just trying to get
I
horny
would.
with the girl. That's
Yeah.
different back in a coffin.
So
yeah.
he obviously got in one of the coffins and then he got killed. Yeah, we're happy. Oh, so how about you, Lindy? What did you think of Jake?
I don't know. I'm glad Jake is dead. Like chapter 1 or something where Brenda's like, I don't want to have a Halloween party this year. And he's like, that's old news. And I'm thinking to myself, this girl just got stabbed at last Halloween. Like, this is a
Literally.
Yeah.
gloss over thing. Like, she's all like, Jake, and I just want to say, Jake, you suck. I hate you.
Yeah.
I'm again very small amount of empathy for Jake here.
Yeah.
But
No, valid. I think that's valid.
Yeah.
How about you, Julian? What do you think
Well, I mean,
of
it's
Jake?
when you look at something from the writer's perspective, if I was asked to come up with 3 adjectives that were positive about Jake, like I couldn't do it. So like Brenda never shows us how he is likable. She just tells us that she loves him and she likes him, but we never see it in effect. So it felt very like I don't see anything positive about this man whatsoever. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was awful, and she just didn't see it. We didn't see any care for her at all. But maybe she just has bad taste in men because they taught her, bad, because they're idiots. Maybe she just doesn't know what it is to be loved.
Yeah.
well, I mean, to be fair,
Aw.
we come in and we discover that Jake's dated every girl in high school, including one of Brenda's friends. I can't think of her name. Like, so we come in hating Jake pretty early. Like,
Yeah.
we're ready to
Yeah.
not like Jake, and we don't ever see, as Delilah said, like no redeeming qualities here
Yeah.
for Jake, unlike
Yeah.
some of the other characters.
He must be real hot. That's all we
He
got.
must. It's those Jinko jeans, I think.
I heard, yeah, he's very sexy looking in his Jenko jeans.
Very sexy looking in his Jinko jeans.
Oh dear. And I will get Delilah's name right at some point during this chat. It's
I
because
got like 3 pen names. I
I'll
just
be honest, it's because I've got a work colleague who is called Delia and she spells it like your name, and that's why I've just got it in my head and then I just can't get it out. So I do apologise.
But it's very on point for the 90s, because whenever I hear Delia's come out, I think of the clothing catalog of Delia's, and I'm like, all right, I'll allow it. It's not my name. So.
Oh dear, but no, I do apologise. It's habit. That's what it is. Laura said her friends who tell her not to think about last Halloween as they're making her film a scene where she gets stabbed and it's nearly Halloween. Good
Yep.
friends,
The whole use of like the video project feels very 90s in a way where he clearly didn't understand the technology fully. It was just like we were
Mm.
working on our video. Or like we should film this for our video. And it's like, are you making a narrative here? Are you just randomly filming footage? Like
So true. I did love them using like a video, like a device, or what they were doing. I thought that was pretty cool, but I would have liked to have seen or read some of that video footage, like what was on there. That would have been even cooler.
Show us the screenplay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we need. Laura said, please tell me there's a third one. I'm not sure we want a third one. I don't know where we'd quite go with it, to be honest. Marty Pamponi said, yeah, written by a man in the 90s. Lol. Matthew said it was the early 90s. I can promise you Brenda's parents were not paying one damn bit of attention to her or Randy. That's why these books happen. So true.
like Valium in the tab back then, and our parents were just completely out of it all the time.
Yeah. Bill said this book was literally the same as the first one, except Stein replaced any reference of Dina to Angela. That's so
but
true.
Dina's back, baby. We love Paul Dina.
And actually, so normal.
Were you happy to see Dina back in the sequel? Was she needed in the sequel, Brian?
Absolutely. She was the highlight of book 1. So the way that she entered so suddenly too was like she just shows up and is like, I'm back,
Yeah.
bitch. It's
Just
like,
grabs the knife. Yeah.
She got a knife
absolutely.
and she's like, I'm seeing the street twice a week. And then she runs out of the kitchen in her white jeans.
yeah.
But you
She
know
was, I don't
how?
know.
Go on, Brian. You go.
No, just I don't know why I was expecting all of the loose ends to be tied up at the end, but
Yeah.
they were not. And Wadena
No.
was one of them, where I thought it was going to be like, that's why
Yeah.
she was acting that way. It was just like, it just ends so abruptly. And it was like, but what about Dina?
I was just going to say, I imagine Dina's run at that moment at the beginning, like, you know, in Scary Movie when they're doing the Scream skit
Yeah.
and she does the run. That's how I imagined her run. Oh, how about you, Lindy? Did you like the fact that Dina was back in this, or
Oh
you
yeah,
went,
I was so happy
yeah,
to see Dana back. I think
yeah,
Dina's somehow like my favorite character somehow. I just was really, really happy to see her come back. I loved her entrance. I loved her exit. Like it was just a lot of fun.
Oh, it's when she was just standing there as well, you know, when she's like,
Like,
Hallie's befriended her and she's just standing in the hallway of the house. And Brenda comes out of her room. She's like, what are you doing here, Dina? And she's just like, I'm with Hallie. Just like, crazy. Oh, dear. How about you, Delilah? Did you like Dina back in the sequel?
I mean, I know she was necessary, but like again, you couldn't get away with this in a book today because we understand that like when you try to kill someone, they don't just let you out of prison. You know, the hospital. Like that's not a
Yeah.
okay, well shame on you. Let's not try to kill our friends. Please go back into your high
go
school.
back to school
Yeah. Make
Um
some new friends.
Yeah,
and continue
back to the
living next door to
same
your
place.
victim. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
it wasn't even a throwaway line to like, they released me for good behavior. Or after the electroshock treatment, I was deemed safe. Like, there's just nothing. She's just standing there with big eyes like a Victorian ghost doing nothing.
Yep.
But she's seeing a therapist twice a week. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
She's taking her mental health very seriously.
But this is
Good.
like Allie to be like, oh, you can make Brenda uncomfortable? We're besties now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did really love that she was back. I just thought it was a nice because she was sure she was our favourite in the first book when we discussed it last year. And I just love that. I just love how she just appears and she's just there and like and you could just imagine that like in a playing out in a film setting, just her just standing there like staring like a bit
Yeah.
weird.
She's just a
Oh,
lurker. I love it.
I love that.
And we can't forget she's like 5'10". Her description is very
Yeah.
specific. She's
Yep.
5'10", very pale, to this whole Victorian ghost.
That's why, yeah. She's
Really
always
on
just like leaning against the wall because she's so tall that she needs the
really
support.
involved.
Yeah. Oh, spooky. And someone else who was back was obviously Brenda's best friend, Tracy with an eye. So obviously, her eyes seem to have changed colour in this one, by the way. I don't know how I noticed that, but it was upgraded from like a silvery to like dark eyes randomly in this one. But yeah, this time round, she's an expert filmmaker. And she can kind of like blend into any background behind any tree to film, you know, with her little camcorder. But did you get an inkling that she might have had a thing with Jake? Every time Jake was brought up, she went a bit like trying to convince Brenda off him, or maybe she was just trying to be a good friend. I don't know, just a vibe I picked up. I thought,
I was,
But
ooh.
that
wasn't she
was,
the one he dated before Brenda?
Oh, was she?
Tracy with an
yes.
eye? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that. And that's why I got the vibe.
Don't worry, we're here for you.
Yes, you
Catch
got
you
my
up on the hot
back.
goss.
I knew it. I knew it. I was right.
It is harder to follow than 90210 to try to keep these
Just
names and
so much
romantic
drama.
history straight. Yeah.
So much drama. Um, Autumn said it sucks her parents lost custody, so I'm taking it we're talking about Hallie. But she got Brenda's room and kept stealing her boyfriend's. Come on, girl, this is your cousin. Matthew said there was a lot that wasn't resolved at the end of the book. Yeah, so true. So, go on, Brian.
The reveal of Angela's parents being the skeletons. One thing that wasn't clear to me was, are they the actual skeletons of her dead parents, or are they Halloween props that in her madness she's like projecting her parents
Mm.
onto?
See,
'Cause
I
I,
took it that it was her projecting that that was her parents, but what I
okay,
really want is that those were her parents.
like Psycho style Mrs.
Like,
Bates in the
really
basement.
bummed about it.
Say that again.
I think it called them plastic at one point, and I was kind of
Okay.
Oh,
like, this girl's just dragging her parents'
Mhm.
skeletons. Which even then, like skeletons, they don't just stick together. Like you have to clean the bones, and then you have to like
Right.
wire them
yeah.
together, drilling holes and knowing where everything goes. They don't just a body doesn't rot and leave like a pliable skeleton
So
like the one you started. So
Like an action figure.
Oh, so there must have been, yeah, it must have been just her imagination,
yeah,
wanting that to
still
be her
still
parents.
satisfying. I love Angela.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
yeah. So I really, really loved Angela, and I thought that she made a really good villain. Like that whole ending with the pumpkin on the head and all the drama that came with that. I loved that. What did you think then, Brian? You're a fan as well of
Yeah, I mean,
Angela.
there was definitely when she's introduced as like the new girl, there's always the like, okay, well, is she going to be the villain as the new girl or what?
Yeah.
And then the creepy house of like that her parents just like put creepy things up
Mm.
again. I was just like, love these parents. Um, and yeah, the final showdown when getting a jack-o'-lantern slammed on your head and burning your face, I was like, that's gnarly. I like that. It doesn't make
The
any
ending was
sense
good.
because like the candle would have definitely gone out immediately and not lit up your face, but okay.
We're going with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is Stein we're talking about. In one book, he put someone in a whole snowman, and luckily she has a lighter to burn herself out of it. So, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Love that.
Oh, how about you, Lindy? Were you an Angela fan?
As much as anyone else, right? But I was an Angelus. I'm always a fan of the bad guy, I think.
Yeah.
So I do think it was definitely kind of like finding a place Dina with Angela. But I mean, I love that for the book, for the series. Like that's what you
Mm,
want, here. So, I
yeah.
always kind of root for the bad guy sometimes a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Delilah? Did you like Angela?
I didn't like the fact that her only describing words were chubby and
Mm,
it seemed very like let's maybe
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
The the fat phobia in this book was
Yeah.
mm,
rampant.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And I do feel like Stein does do that a lot in his books.
Yeah.
He does normally have like a chubby girl sometimes, and it is normally. I mean, what I liked about this, well, I say liked loosely, was that she ended up being the villain. And I was like, yeah, go Angela. But yeah, this is a curse of a sign of the times, a curse of the 90s. But also, he does do that quite a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah. The
I
man
Um,
also
who's just trying to give your wallet back, like that poor man, which
all
I
he
knew immediately when that scene
had
happened.
yeah.
Well,
What'd
that
you
was a
say,
big
Delilah?
all he had to do was yell, "Miss, I have your wallet."
wallet.
Like this is, Jane Austen, where you weren't allowed to shout the truth in public. Like he could have just like chucked it at her. It didn't have to be this. I'm going to keep going to this bitch's house until she takes her
Just
wallet
like
back. Like, it didn't have to be that. And also,
Do
like
you
I
admire?
physics of hitting someone in the head with a pumpkin, like there's no unless like they cut the bottom out, like you can't. That's not how a pumpkin works. If you put it on top of somebody's head, it's going to bust open and get them like a good.
right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I have to admit, the physics of that kind of, it's one of those things that you're not going to believe this. It slightly pulled me out of the narrative. And then the fact that Angela
Oh.
was like, it is scalding me. I am being scalded.
I am scalded.
It's like the
Not so sexy looking now, are you, Angela?
Yes.
I am being scalded.
Oh, I
Oh my
mean,
God.
the strength. It's Hallie, isn't it, who gives her the
The
pumpkin
strength
head.
of mentality.
Yeah.
the strength that she must have had, honestly. But
Yep.
that's interesting that it took you out of the narrative as well. I was like, yeah, pumpkin heads forever, burn. Oh dear. I saw that Teddy put Jake with a face, probably the worst point horror boyfriend, and that's saying something as the competition for that is very high. Yeah, normally point horror boys are normally not very good. Phil said, I love how like no one in the book cared when Jake got stabbed. Yeah, that's so true. At the end, everyone was just like, we don't
Yeah.
care. Yeah.
One less point horrible boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sharon said Jake is an awful boyfriend who cheats. Laura said in the third one, Brenda's parents will have adopted Dina too. So true. Nikki said, what happened with there's a maniac on the loose thing? Did I miss something? Yes, there was this whole narrative, which was obviously just the plot device, wasn't it, about this maniac on the loose. But what I like to think was it actually was that man. Because he's got to have some purpose.
Yeah.
It
There
was
was
really
a
him.
scene where like the cops, they tell the cops, and all they really say is like, he was a fat man in shabby clothes, and the cops are like, yep, that's the guy.
That's him.
And like,
Yeah. They're just like, oh, less paperwork.
yeah, like
And
whatever
what's
you
in this
say.
wallet? Like $10 and her mom's MasterCard or something? Like,
Oh dear.
yeah.
I think what made me laugh was I'm sure she references as like $40 or something, and then the MasterCard, and then obviously at the end he brings the wallet back and says, oh, I wouldn't have bothered, but I was hoping there'd be a reward, and the dad just gives him like $10. Oh, I mean, he would have got more if he just kept the wallet, wouldn't he? You know, he
Yeah.
could have gone on a little spending spree then.
There was a punch card for TCBY in there. Highly
At the
valuable.
very least, he could have checked out that CD store. So,
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew said, I think when we were talking about Dina, he said, to be fair, they did just turn OJ Simpson out of prison after he actually did kill somebody about this time in the 90s. So it's not too far-fetched to think Dina got out too. Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't I don't remember if this was revealed in the first book, but we do get Dina's last name on page 132, and it's Dina
Oh.
Smithers, which I was like,
Smithers. Yeah, exactly.
so good. It adds so much to the lurking tall girl vibes. Just
Yeah. She
like
just
to
needs
think that
her
she's descendant.
whole own point horror. Is we just need one from her perspective, because I think in the last one we did get a chapter from her perspective at some point. Well, sadly we didn't in this one.
Yeah, there's a phone call between her and I think Tracy with an I, where they're like, "Oh my
Mm.
God, they're gonna kill her! Oh my God!" You imagine like a three-way phone calling in the '90s.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, so cool. Sharon said, I just assumed that Jake had gone through every teen girl at the school. Yeah.
Yep.
Laura said Brendan said they were plastic skeletons, but I like to think they were real. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Have we talked about the fact that at one point Hallie just straight up poured hydrochloric acid on her hand? And like
Yeah.
everybody's like, what a silly accident. That's not a problem.
Do you
This is
think
why-
she did it
yeah.
on purpose? She did it on purpose, didn't
And
she?
she kept whispering like, "I'm just getting started." Like Hallie was like viciously villainous the whole way. That's why I'm still saying like there was no
Yeah.
resolution to that part of the story of like, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that would have hurt, right? That acid. Oh. And
yeah,
it references that Brenda's hand is bandaged up, but then we don't really hear about it ever again. And it doesn't
yeah.
even, I would bring it up constantly to Hallie. I'd be like, you burnt my hand. Look, mummy hands. But she doesn't bring it up again. But yeah, how callous. Ooh. Sharon said, it takes a lot to boil skin from the bones, you know. Oh, Sharon knows.
Oh yeah.
Laura said the pumpkin on the head was brilliant.
Mm.
Matthew said, in my mind, I thought the skeletons were the parents and the two coffins were their coffins that Angela had dug up.
Because one of them did
Oh. Yeah, one. Yeah, one of them had a smell. Oh, I'm starting to maybe like she just put like replica parents there, and like the real parents were like
Replica
somewhere
parents.
else in the house.
Those are
You
my
do.
other parents.
Yeah.
And then as a teenager, she just moves into an empty house and is like, I live here now. Like,
Yep.
That was like
Oh
every teenage
dear.
dream in the 90s, right? Like you just make your own way.
Yeah.
100%.
and there,
Look, say that again.
there was electricity in that house.
Oh yeah, there
He was
was.
squatting it.
Mm. Yeah, I reckon the parents
There's
were in on it. They were like,
there's a
look,
lot of
lure them to the house.
there's a lot of noose talk in this book, and every time it was so
Mm.
like it things like they're like plotting out the prank, like it's like okay, okay, and then it's like yeah, and then I'm gonna make a noose and I'm gonna put it around his neck, and I'm like, whoa, this escalated
Yeah.
quickly.
Oh, so much. It does. It was quite extreme, like to read it. I thought, but then
Yeah,
I was like, oh, it's only Jake. I don't mind.
Totally.
He can
It's
go.
probably,
He can get in the bin. um, Laura said the 90s fat phobia in this one was horrendous, like we were saying. Poor Angela. I'm surprised it took so long. I'm surprised it took her so long to turn violent. Yeah. Yeah, Milena said fat shaming in this book is awful. Laura said her friends thought she was dead, and their first thought was, "Look at that chubby hand." Yeah, so when they thought Angela was
right.
dead, oh, so
Forgot about
bad.
that.
Mm. Yeah, Laura said as well, and the wallet man whose one defining feature was his weight. Yeah. Mars Pamponi said it's pretty rampant in Stein and Point horror books in general, like I was saying about the fat phobia. Even in the newer Fear Streets, they have some issues. Oh, okay. I have to read some of the newer ones. Nikki said, is there a reward for me chasing someone up for a week, being insulted throughout the duration of the story, and travelling over to your house to give you back your wallet? Yeah, here's $10. That's what I mean. Like, you could have given more.
I mean, in the 90s,
Cheapskate.
that was like 30,
Yeah.
but still.
It's true.
Matthew said, I loved after the acid when one of Brendan's friends said, well, you're even now. Life lessons to glean from R.L. Stein. Oh, we're talking about like the things that happen to Brenda. So obviously Angela does a couple of things. So she sends like a creepy note, like the one behind me there. She puts worms in the bed. I mean, were these things actually really bad? Like the logistics of getting the worms in the bed. I need to know more. Like, how did she get them in? What do you think,
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah, that was a little jarring for me. I was trying to like wrap my brain around that. And then
Yeah.
what was the other? Wasn't there a rotten pumpkin in her locker?
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
another
yeah, the
one.
smelly
Covered in maggots.
pumpkin.
Yeah, maggots. Ugh.
Yeah.
I feel like maggots were a very like prevailing maggots and worms in the 90s were such a
Mm.
prevailing horror thing. We don't see enough maggots these days.
I know.
Yeah. We need more maggots.
Yeah.
There's maggots in
A
the
lot.
first book, right? There was like the beheaded bird and then the maggots
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
first book.
The bird.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh. Oh, yeah. How about you, Lindy? Do you think what Angela did was actually that bad? Or was it
It's
just standard?
interesting. Like, look, as a 90s
Yeah.
kid. No, I don't know. There was some kind of funny like imbalances, right? I think that the stuff that Brenda dealt with in her room and stuff in the first book was a little bit more severe than the second book. But the first
Mm.
book also had that dreaded peacock Halloween costume, if we remember. So, and then we had,
Yeah.
so it was kind of funny, like how some of the elements, changed from book to book.
Mm.
I mean, I'd rather deal with worms before a beheaded bird
Yeah.
in my bed personally. I mean, that might be me, but I'm going to go with, worms
Yeah.
over beheaded birds or maggots. So,
Mm.
I
Angela wasn't no Dina, was she? No.
she didn't. I mean, she didn't get to work in a veterinary office. I think that's the rub, right? That's what Dina's
Yeah.
job was in the first book. So
How about you, Delilah? Do you think what Angela did was actually that bad?
I mean, first of all, I would take a beheaded bird over maggots pretty much any day. So I'm gonna take the
Mm.
opposite there. Um, I mean, I think that uh, killing people maybe is probably wrong. Um,
Maybe.
but I
Not if
Depends.
it's Jake, I guess.
Yeah.
Is what we've been saying.
it just seemed like such a minor infraction. Like she wanted to be with Jake. Dude, Jake's run through this school like a snowplow. Like it's not Brenda's fault. If you're gonna go after Brenda, you got to go through everybody else because everybody else has been with him, even in this book. Like
Yeah.
go after Jake.
Like,
And
calm
was
down,
that
sexy.
I
You're next.
yeah. I've already forgotten. That was Angela's motive in the end, that she wanted Jake.
It was something to do with that, wasn't it? It was something to
I don't
do
even
with Jake.
believe it.
Yeah. But even though, like, she
And I
just
guess
killed Jake,
it was
she.
very, it was all very loose. Like it wasn't a
Yeah.
chain of events, that led to the end and made sense. It was very scattered and random. Um,
Yeah.
Mm,
it's also not giving us like Angela is a real sharp cookie who's making great plans. Like she's a crazy person squatting in a house with coffins talking to skeletons who wears,
Hmm.
a yellow shirt with green pants. So how sane can she
oh, that outfit choice of Angela's. Oh, so, so good. I loved it. So 90s.
Well, then, like everybody was happy for her because she wore jangly earrings, like that was a sign that she was developing as a like, oh my god, she's wearing jangly earrings. Good for you, go girl.
Oh, I loved her. I loved her so much. Scott said, I was surprised Brendan's dad actually gave the guy anything when he returned the wallet. This is true. I mean, don't care about Brenda very much. For me, it would be cockroaches or maggots. I can't say that name. Kelleras was son author. I don't know. I butchered it. But yeah, for me, it would be cockroaches or maggots. Oh, cockroaches. No, thank you. Ugh. Matthew said Randy even calls one of the worms fat. He does. That's how far fat phobia went in this. Oh, dear. Author J.K. Brantley said worms in the sandwich in the mask. Oh yeah. Bill said in the first book, all the blood and dead animals were explained with Dina working in the vets. But did Angela just rock up to Brenda's house with an armful of worms? Yeah.
Just
I like
picking
to
them one by
imagine
one.
Brenda with a bucket after a hard rain, right? Like scooping them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like where she dug the parents' bodies or buried them, maybe. Could have been, got a bit wormy, bit maggoty. Scoop them up. Good old Brenda. Mmm, yummy. Matthew said Jake had asked Angela out and then ghosted her before he got with Brenda, I think.
Oh.
Ah, yeah, that was it.
Okay, so Jake really is the villain of the story in the end.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
deserved it. Definitely. Laura says she'll probably go to jail for a whole 12 months for Jake's murder. Because we never really find out what happens, do we, to Angela? Just obviously she gets taken away.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'd totally rock up back in a third book, definitely.
She'll show
Um,
up in book 3 back in the kitchen, like, I don't remember
Yeah.
it. And then run across the yard.
Bill said, so long as she has 2 therapy sessions a week. That's so true. So overall then, did you prefer the first book or did you prefer this sequel? Do you think we needed a sequel? Was it warranted to have one? Brian?
I mean, definitely not necessary, but I was delighted to read it. I think I prefer the first one in terms of like the all the like we talked about, things kind of get wrapped up in a much clearer way in the first one.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way this one kind of reset a lot of relationships and just did the same thing again was kind of like,
Mm,
wait, what? The one to me, the one kind of redeeming factor was Angela and her whole thing of living in the house and with manifesting her dead parents and all that was like I love
Yeah.
those gothic vibes, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And
the
I just
first was
need more of
more fun.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Needed to know more.
I want the
Oh,
Angela prequel. That's what Halloween Night 3 should be. Is
yeah.
yeah.
That would be so cool. Oh, I would, yeah, that would be the only thing that would make me read a third one of this one. How about you, Lindy? Did you prefer the first one or this one or both equal?
I think the first one, like Brian said, like there was more structure here. Like there was more, wrapping up, more explanation. So from a narrative standpoint, I think the first one
Mm,
I liked more. The second one kind of starts off a little batshit and doesn't really recalibrate.
yeah.
Which I love it for its bonkersness. But I did think I liked the first one, but that may be the fact that I just listened to the hour and 45-minute YouTube video, and I love it. And I love the accents. I love how it's, probably the same narrator for several voices, and she's just talking really fast. Um,
Yes.
and then, one of the actors has like a vaguely Minnesota accent. So she's like, sorry, all the time. So I loved the audiobook, and the sound effects. So it definitely made the first one have a lot more experience too. So I don't know. They were both just bizarre and ridiculous and unnecessary and wonderful at the same time. So
I'm so sad they didn't do a cassette for the second book, actually. That would have been
I
so cool.
scoured the internet, scoured, I tell you. So that's the next book club. The four of us can just do it. Sorry, Brian,
Yeah.
we have to be every bad person.
Even the dead
Oh,
parents.
Randy.
Say that again, sorry.
I said, I'll be Randy. Brenda.
Randy, do
So,
you want a Coke?
oh dear, I love that. How about you, Delilah? Did you like the first book or the second book or both or neither?
I think I also like the first one best, because in the first one you can kind of understand why Brenda would be freaking out. Like it feels much more
Mm,
natural. The second one, it's like you're recapitulating the same thing. She hasn't learned anything, and she's acting
mm,
stupid. So I would want to see some kind of growth on her part, and I think it would make her more sympathetic, and
yeah.
like it would be a better book if she had a solid boyfriend with good boundaries, and
Mm,
they were being tortured and he believed her and was helping her, and then he died. That would be more affecting and frightening than like, oh yeah, that dick, he kind of deserved to die and he got it. Like
yeah, so true.
I need an evolution in each book. I need a little
Yeah,
growth.
little, yeah,
Every
definitely.
character arc is a flat line.
They do. I think for me, I did prefer the first one. This was just like a bit of a rehash, wasn't it, of the first one. So for me, yeah, and I just think Dina was a much, even though I love Angela and I love that whole ending in the house and the parents thing, I just think Dina, there was she had some issues. She used that vet's practice for all it was worth, and like, yeah, she was really cool, and that's why I like the first one more. But yeah, I love Angela. We just need to put Angela and Dina together in one book. That's what we
Yes.
need to do. That would be cool.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Matthew said they should have given Angela the 10 books for taking care of Jake. A public service, definitely. Oh, well, guys, thank you so much for chatting about Halloween Night 2 and reading both books as well. I do really appreciate that. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and thanks to everyone in the comments for joining in. And I hope you all had fun with this. I'm not going to forget that pumpkin head for quite a while. At least we know the dangers now of what could happen. I mean, we've all learned a very, very valuable lesson, haven't we?
Definitely to get scalded. Yeah.
And do check out these wonderful authors' books. I'll just hold them up here. There's more than this. This is just a few. I'll be here all night if I was going through. But do check out these wonderful authors' books as well. You won't regret it. Perfect for Halloween, which is coming up Friday. Friday. Halloween's on Friday, yay! But yeah, do check them out. And yeah, I do appreciate you joining us, so thank you very much. And I'll let you go and enjoy your days.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
everybody.
guys.
Thank
Thank you.
y'all.
Take
Happy
care.
Halloween.
Happy
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
Bye.